We're back. El Rushbo and the Excellence in Broadcasting Network. Let's go to the phones before we resume in the sound bites. Crown Point, Indiana is where we're going to start with Frank. Great to have you here, sir. Hello.
Yes, hello. Thank you, sir. I'm calling about the Fast and Furious thing.
Yeah.
The president or the administration sent guns into Mexico and had to assume that they'd be used and kill Mexican citizens, but then the president's trying to get Latino votes, but he doesn't care if
Well, he didn't figure on Mexicans figuring out Fast and Furious. I know what you're saying. What is Obama trying to pull off? I mean, he authorizes the walking of assault weapons across the border, and Mexicans end up getting killed, and yet he's running around pandering for the Latino vote, when he obviously doesn't care if Mexicans are killed in drug violence. That's a great question, except Obama never expected us to get to this point. Remember, everybody was laughing at Fast and Furious. I mean, treating it as some sort of right-wing conspiracy birther type thing. But your question is now very relevant. Now it's a good question. Now we can ask Hispanics. We got the President of the United States and his Attorney General in charge of a program that ultimately resulted in Mexican citizens being killed, including a U.S. border agent, by the way, in addition to Mexican citizens. And yet, he's out pandering for the Latino vote, but he doesn't care. He put weapons. He created crimes. He put weapons. He and Holder allowed weapons to end up in the hands of Mexican drug cartels, and those cartels take action against Mexican citizens. And Obama knew that that was going to happen, wanted it to happen, wanted there to be crimes with these weapons, folks. He wanted an assault weapons ban. He couldn't get one politically. The American people didn't want it. It's sort of like if you're NBC and you want people to think Romney doesn't understand a supermarket scanner at Barbara Walters' store. And so you cut short a video of Romney, make it look like he's never seen one of these scanners before. Or sort of if you're NBC and you want people to think that George Zimmerman's a racist pig, you doctor the 9/11 call. This is what Obama was doing. This is what the American left does, by the way. They can't be straightforward, can't be honest about their plans, their intentions, their ideas, their policies. They'd never win an election, nationally. Anyway, so Obama has asserted executive privilege. Eric Holder has testified before the Senate, since recanted, that it all started under the Bush administration. Operation Wide Receiver, the predecessor to Fast and Furious. Walking guns to Mexico. From America. Eric Holder told a Senate committee, well, yeah, Michael McCasey, Bush's attorney general, he knew about that. Oh, yeah, ISIS, we need some proof. Okay, I guess Mukasey didn't know about it. Well, we retract it. So in the midst of all this, President Kardashian asserts executive privilege. What is he trying to hide? Like I said, folks, if they want to lay it off on Bush, make these documents available. They're trying to blame Bush for the economy. They're trying to blame Bush for us being hated. They're blaming Bush for foreign policy problems. If they could lay it off on Bush, why don't they release the document? But they're not. Executive privilege. So what's Kardashian hiding? What does he not want us to know? You boil it all down, that's a question. Here's John in Topeka in Kansas. Great to have you on the program, sir. Hi.
Google Flex Dittos, Maharashi.
Thank you, sir, very much.
What's the difference between the Iran-Contra scandal where the Democrats and the media tried to hang President Reagan, my favorite president, and when he didn't use, I don't think he used executive privilege to try and cover anything up, and now when Obama has basically implicated himself in this scandal?
Well, I think you might find some dispute in the notion that Obama has implicated him. So you think he has because he's trying to hide something. But others might not look at it. You could easily say that Obama is simple. And I expect this to be said, by the way. Obama, and his media minions are going to say it, he's not trying to protect himself. He's trying to protect the presidency. You can't just have Congress running roughshod over the executive branch. He's exerting the privilege here to protect future presidents, to make sure the executive branch doesn't get run over by the legislative branch. Don't be surprised if you hear that. You are inferring that Obama is implicating himself. And it is a legitimate question. What is he trying to hide? As to Reagan, he asserted executive privilege a number of times. I think, what did I say? Hang on just a second. I've got it right here, folks. I have to talk loud because it was 3 times. Reagan asserted it 3 times. I just don't know when. I don't remember whether it was Iran-Contra or not. John, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. This is Eric in Boise, and you're next. Great to have you with us, sir. Hi.
Great to talk to you, Rush. I've listened to you since the 80s, and it's an honor to talk to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
My point is, I think every American should be outraged about this Fast and Furious operation because bottom line is a border agent was killed, a life was lost, there was a cover-up, and now I believe the president, by exerting executive privilege, is complicit in the murder cover-up of that Border Patrol agent.
Brian Terry is his name.
Yes.
And, well, this is the political problem that Kardashian has. This is what people are going to think. They're going to, what's he hiding? This was going to be the most transparent presidency ever. This is a guy. Grab, I don't know, what's the soundbite? Number 7, 6? I've already put it to the bottom of the stack. I should have kept it at the front. Heck, I don't know what it is. It's play number 6. This is Obama again in 2007 being asked about executive privilege.
There's been a tendency on the part of this administration to try to hide behind executive privilege every time there's something a little shaky that's taking place. And I think, the administration would be best served by coming clean on this. There doesn't seem to be any national security issues involved with the U.S. attorney question. There doesn't seem to be any justification for not offering up some clear, plausible rationale for why these U.S. attorneys were targeted when, by all assessments, they were doing an outstanding job. I think the American people deserve to know what was going on there.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are going to say now, Mr. President. People are going to wonder what you're hiding. People are going to wonder, did this plan end up getting a border agent killed and you knew about it? You haven't done anything about it? Don't care about it? These are questions that are going to be asked, and his media minions are going to do their best to deflect this once they get over the shock of this. Remember now, to the media, executive privilege equals Nixon. Just like to the Republican establishment, a conservative nominee to them equals Barry Goldwater losing in a landslide. To the media, the greatest event in American media history was getting rid of Richard Nixon. They all, even the ones alive today, had nothing to do with it, claim credit for it by being members of the fraternity, members of the industry, journalism. They got rid of a corrupt president in their mind. And that's so front and center to them. And what did Nixon do? Well, he was a raging criminal from start to finish, and he exerted executive privilege. But we were able to force him, along with the Supreme Court, to reveal what he was trying to hide. So that's how, executive privilege scares them. Their formative experience with executive privilege is an evil president trying to hide the truth. So they've been gobsmacked with this. They'll get themselves put back together. It's going to take a while, though. Maybe by tonight.